Good evening, everyone, and welcome on into MLB The Show 23 here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean. I play this game basically every day, and you can keep up with the Mariners and all of the Mariners involved related action here on the channel, 6 p.m. Pacific time, right here. Scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. We're 200 subscribers away from 2,000, which is absurd. Kind of unbelievable. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please be sure to do so. You can help me hit a goal of 2,000 by the end of the year. Yeah, we are deep into this season. We are 112 games complete. This is game number 113. So we're under 50 or right at 50 to go. And we're playing a team that I feel supremely confident against. We had a little bit of a rougher game yesterday in a game of the week. We've typically dominated those. We're still undefeated as far as I can remember, but it was a little bit rockier. The pitching was a little uneven. The locations just weren't great consistently. I overpitched a couple of times, overthought it, tried to get too cutesy against Ohtani, but we battled back, played well enough offensively, picked up some more home runs. I think we had like 12 home runs total in that series. And then we were able to, fall down by 1, get 3, go up by 2, give up a 2-run home run tie. And then Colton Wong with 2 outs in the top of the 9th knocked a ball out of the park, lefty versus lefty, perfect out of the yard, and that set us up for success. We got 3 outs of 2-out damage, or 3 runs of 2-out damage in the top of the 9th, that propels us after a day off into a series against the San Diego Padres. I don't think I've ever lost to the San Diego Padres. We routinely play well against this team, even when we fall down. We're able to figure this team out. So we've played them only like 4 times, maybe a total of 8 if we played them twice a year, or like 4 times a year, 2 game sets a year every year for 3 years. I guess we would have played them 8, and this would be 10. This would be game number 11 maybe, but yeah, I feel good against San Diego, and they're a good team. They're 62-51. These are the teams that I want to at least be competitive with. Obviously, I don't want to lose games or anything, but, if we're competitive against them, that's fine. I feel good about that. We're 28.5 games ahead of the Houston Astros. This feels like a video game inside of a video game. I can't believe how far ahead we are of Houston. They're 5-5 in their last 10. Even if we were, consistently, 7-3, maybe 8-2, we would still be really pushing that lead out. It just wouldn't be, obviously, it wouldn't be as big as it is now, but man, I keep thinking about that aspect of it of we had a 24-game win streak and still even if you chop that up and put 5 to 8 losses in there, we still have a pretty good lead. So Seth Lugo is on the mound for the San Diego Padres, 14-4 with a 3.29 ERA, taking on Logan Gilbert, 12-3 with a 2.81 ERA. Good pitching matchup today. Solid records, good ERAs, or maybe good records, solid ERAs. It is only a Wednesday, so we're not going to wear the special uniforms. Closed for clear skies, I will not have it. Logan Gilbert on the mound. Everybody should be fully rested, so we can tinker with this lineup the way we would like it. They've been leaving Mateo in left. That is good news. Rodriguez there. You know it. You'll love it. Right-handed pitching. Crawford in that 3 spot is good. Trammell, and then I think this is actually okay. We'll flip those 2 for this. Well, no. Ty France is a doubles machine. We can double lefty down at the bottom. That'll work. That'll work. They have 3 star players: Matt Carpenter, Juan Soto, Manny Machado, a couple of cold hitters: Cronenworth, Engel, Odor, Rougned Odor. We're back in Seattle for 5 games. We'll have a day off on what is it? Thursday.
MLB The Show.
It's
the
San
Diego
Tuesday.
Padres
Tuesday?
taking
I don't know
on the
what day it is.
Seattle Mariners. John Sciambi,
Who knows?
along
Who
with
could
Chris
possibly know what
Singleton,
day it is?
Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team in home runs and runs batted in. Eugenio Suarez.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup, and when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, You want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
His average is pretty low. Suarez is a guy, I think his timing is a little tricky.
Logan Gilbert. What's the scouting report on him?
Logan Gilbert, though, 21 starts with a 12-3 record. 2.81 ERA, 128 innings. He's thrown. He has an even one whip. 120 hits, 8 walks, 118 strikeouts. And here we go.
Ha-Sung Kim.
Second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim.
See if we can get this pitching dialed in a little earlier.
Right down the chute, and that's how this series begins.
First pitch, 640.
Ground ball, left side. On to France.
There we go.
One up,
Okay.
one down.
That's good stuff. That's what we want to see.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 8,
Will Myers now. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. And first offering is fouled off.
No. That is not where we want that fastball.
0-1. On the ground. Suarez. Over to first. 2 quick outs.
They highlight Eugenio Suarez for his offensive effectiveness or efficiency, and now here he is defensively looking fantastic.
We've seen come along in a long time. Of course, helped the Nationals to win the World Series in 2019, and he won the batting title at .351 in that shortened 2020 season. Juan Soto stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
Well, I mean, his at-bats are so quality. We talk about professional hitter, professional at-bats. He gives those to you all the time. I just love his plate coverage. Not
Early
afraid to
and
use
pulled
the
it
opposite
right.
field. And when you have
Still
a guy
struggling
that can
with
do
that.
he's going to hit a whole lot in terms of slug, average, on-base percentage as well.
That sinker dot is where I wanted that fastball dotted in relation to its...
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground.
Suarez initiating 2 of those putouts and picking up the third. We're off to a good start against San Diego. Not a terribly surprising start, but it's a start nonetheless, a positive one. All right, here is their pitcher, Seth Lugo, 19, starts with a 14-4 record. Wow, that is 19 starts and 18 decisions. That is wild. 3.29 ERA, 123 innings pitched, 113 hits, 35 walks, 111 strikeouts, a whip at 1.20.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now at the plate, Jorge Mateo.
The left
What's
fielder,
going on with my hair over here? Going wild. What's going on?
Mateo.
Curveball at 82, 4-seam at 97. Oh, yikes. 2-seam at 97, slider at 91, circle change
And the pitch.
at 87, I believe is what it was.
And ball 1.
Slider at 90. Oh, that curveball, though. Honestly, maybe just want to, like, lay off of it. Curveball's at 82. He goes with a slider off the
The
plate.
1-0. And there's the strike.
Ooh, that is a generous strike call. Circle change is at 90, by the way.
Swing and a miss.
There's that
Looked off balance that
curveball.
time.
Just a little
Yikes.
too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Next offering way off the plate.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and a bouncer.
Ooh, you'd think
Machado
so.
fires to first
Bit of a
on the
slow
run.
roller. Ooh,
Out on a bang
he
play.
was. That was pretty close. Pretty close. Okay.
So digging in, Julio Rodriguez. 1 for 4 in Sunday's game. And that one is lifted in the air.
Late on it.
Got it.
Had the right
Really
idea.
had to
A
move
good
for that
prediction or a
grab.
good guess
2
out of
down.
me to try
Every
and
day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls.
ambush him a
in the
little
gaps.
bit with
They
that.
practice this, and
Just
when
too
the game
late.
comes, they make the play perfectly.
Up the middle.
Okay.
Handled
this
by
is-
Machado. On to first, and the inning is over. Mariners go down quietly there. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Manny Machado. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon.
Darn.
The way he
Slider
prepares and
just
gets
outside.
ready for the ball
So a little
game. I
too
tell you
aggressive
what,
there
his
with
teammates feed
the
off of
the
the
at
leadership
bats.
that he shows on and off the field.
Might
On
be
the
one of
ground,
those
right
kinds of
side.
games where we need to raise that pitch count up and try and get him
Plenty
out
of time
into the
to first,
bullpen,
1 out
or
and
get him
second.
out of the game and get into the bullpen before we start doing real damage.
The designated hitter. Nash.
Which is kind of the ultimate. For
Now
me,
it's
it's the
Ben
ultimate
Carpenter,
test of
third in the
patience,
NL in
which I don't have a
RBIs this
ton
year.
of.
First pitch doesn't find the
I
zone.
do think trying to maybe just trash everything that's the curveball, I think will give me, it'll help. It's so slow,
That
and he
one
hasn't
down
been
the
accurate
line.
with it, so I need to just kind of start
France
pitching
into
it
the
out.
bag, and
Don't
that
worry about it.
quickly, 2 away.
Even if you get called, even if a strike gets called on it or a called out, try and stay a little bit more on the
Next
timing
for
of the fast
Padres,
stuff.
Jake Cronenworth.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down.
Ooh, no,
He's settling
no.
in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
2 outs. A little bit low. Jake
Just
Cronenworth,
missed.
the Michigan kid. He played at the University of Michigan. Rays took him in the 15 draft in the 7th round. Grew up playing a lot of hockey. Eventually made his big league debut with the Padres. Chris, he's been an all-star twice. The 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
I do like the MLB The
Padres
Show
go
theme
down
that does the
quietly. We'll go to the bottom
the
of
strikeout
second.
count, like
No
his 9th
score.
strikeout. Like, oh, that's kind of fun.
Back at T-Mobile Park, stepping in, Ty France.
The first baseman.
Yeah, and when he came up to the big leagues, just seeing how quickly he was comfortable, looked like a veteran player, and just solid skills all the way around. To me, he was kind of that sneaky favorite player that I had.
High fly
Oh,
ball right field.
Sean.
No trouble here. Puts it
Okay.
away for the out.
Stop
And
it,
there's
stop
one
it,
away.
stop it. 8
Here's
pitches,
Teoscar
4
Hernandez.
outs.
He went 2 for 4 in Sunday's game. First pitch, not close. Versatile
down.
player defensively.
So
can
he,
play all over the place.
what, pitches
In
5,
college,
6,
he was a
7,
two-way
no,
guy.
6, 7, and
They
8?
not only used him as
Have
a
all
middle infielder,
produced
but
outs?
he closed games, and the Rays actually used him that way at AAA in terms of letting him throw some
There we
meaningful
go.
innings as a reliever.
There we go. I mean, we're
Sixth
at least
inning
swinging
here,
at stuff
no
that's kind of
score.
in the zone. I'm late on it. That's fine.
Next one misses, and now 3-0. And the 3-0 finds the zone.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And he walked him.
Okay. There we go. Walked him. Kind of surprised that
Well,
was a
tried to
ball.
nibble
He called a
right
strike
there
on
and
that
just missed his
side of the
spot.
plate.
Hitter didn't
Just
offer
a little
it. Now he
outside.
has
So
somebody to worry about over at first.
Runner on at
There we
first
go.
with one gone.
that guy saw
Cole
more
Long
pitch.
up next for
Teoscar
the
Hernandez saw
Mariners.
more pitches in that at bat than the last 4 outs combined.
Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1.
Seth Lugo will at the top of the league leaders in wins for the National League. 2 New York Mets in there. And even a Chicago Cub, which I don't know how competitive
Kicks
they
and
are.
fires.
See, that's a
Well,
great
we call that
pitch to
keyhole.
just let
Even
go.
though it's right there,
No
it looks
worries.
pretty good. If he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Hernandez stands at first with one out. That one close, ruled a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Righty to the plate. Outside. Chris with that
3-1 count. Got a generous call there with that second ball.
Well,
I don't know why they keep showing this guy.
I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Colton Wong, a hero of yesterday's
Puts it in
game.
the air out towards left center.
I don't know
And
if
that'll
so.
fall for a base hit.
Stay at
Throw
second.
back
Stay at
in.
second.
Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
There we
Patience
go.
and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That pretty much
A little
solved
late
the
on
zone
it,
down
but
the middle, and those are the ones where you gotta
enough
make
to
a
get in there. I thought maybe it would hit the gap,
position now and a
but
good
just
opportunity to push
a
across
little
the
bloop
front
shot.
of the ballgame.
Hey, Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. 6th in the AL in RBIs. Now a check swing, but he held
Too
up.
aggressive,
He's
too
looking
aggressive.
for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Next offering is in for a
Just swing on a
strike.
circle change.
That
Getting too
velocity,
aggressive
that's
here.
all you're seeing. 88. You
Don't
can
worry
handle
about
that
that.
all day long. That's
I'm
what
looking
you
in
get
the
in batting
wrong
practice.
spots.
But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Next one just misses. Ball 2.
That was strike 3. That was strike 3. Okay, at least foul it off. This is good. This is good. Came into this inning with like 7 pitches. We have them all the way up to 23.
Pitch. And now it's 3-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Cal Raleigh on deck for the ends. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Battling
Ooh,
here as he
just
fouls
fouled it
away.
off. That's a pretty good location on that
8th pitch of
curveball.
the at-bat coming up.
Oh, just got that one too. Oh my goodness. It's a pretty all right swing. I mean, it's something you definitely just want to get that piece of to keep it alive.
Good job to fight that one off. The pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And the righty deals. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance. And it is foul.
Well, he's ready for that fastball right there.
Oh.
Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Puts it away for the out.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was a wasted
just
RBI
missed that
opportunity.
home run.
Competitor like him,
Oh,
he
and
is
then
looking
that is the
forward to making up
result.
for it
A
in his next at-bat.
curveball. You're late on it,
Raleigh
under it.
up next for the Mariners. In there at the knees. Strike 1. Good eye right there. First and second, 2 down. Swing and he popped it up. Cronenworth gets under it. Squeezes it. And that is that. Mariners leave a couple. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
It's a little disappointing, but looking at the positives, hey, we missed that home run. Missed the home run. Timing's just a little better, and that's a 3-run blast for Suarez.
Here we go.
We're feeling
Top of the
excellent
third,
going into
scoreless
this.
game.
The
batter
positive
now
that
is
we got to
at
walk
Mangle.
away from, we really, I punched that pitch count
Gilbert back
way
to
up.
work. Angle in his 7th season.
That
Getting
is the
7th
good
in today's lineup, and he's usually in right field, but today he's patrolling center. And he lays down a bunt. And he picks it up in foul territory.
Some guys love to make that adjustment from a corner spot to center field because in center you get the best view of the ball game. You're looking straight in at the hitter's area. On the corners, you're blocked a little bit. That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First two pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
And now it's Austin Nola. That's in for a strike. Pitch misses.
Just missed.
Ball one.
Just missed.
Top of the third, no score. Base knock right field.
Okay. Wasn't very well located, I'm going to guess. Probably a little late.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Rougned Odor in the box now. No balls and a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. And the pitch. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track. Back to
Not a
feeling more
great
comfortable and
slider,
settled in
but
in the box.
looked like he was probably
Batting for the
taken
second
all the
time,
way there.
And that's strike one. First time up, he grounded to third. That's a strike, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
A couple of not great
Slider got
sliders
him
in
for
there,
strike
much
three.
farther up in the
Padres
zone.
lead
Got the
one,
swing and miss
still
on that
no
third
score.
pitch. But that's been the issue. I've been leaving a lot of pitches in that kind of that middle zone of the middle of the strike zone, I should say.
Bottom of the inning. Here's
Leading
Taylor
off for
Trammell.
the Mariners, the designated hitter, Taylor
The pitch. Ball one, no strikes.
Count 1-0.
And that's in for a strike. Righty delivers. And another ball.
Getting some beneficial calls here from the umpire. These aren't really all that close.
Swing and a miss
Sean.
and one above the zone.
Well, you
The baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all four corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Next offering is
and that's a
down
walk
low.
right there.
And now 3-2.
I don't know why I think I'm going to get to that.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
Not a great
Struck
curveball
out on
there
that
at all, but
curveball
clearly he
too
wasn't looking
late.
for it because it just dropped right into the happy zone, and it looked like to me the swing was a little bit late. Tells me he gave up on it early and then just tried to have that emergency hack at the last second to put it in play.
Mateo, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1.
Should have been a walk.
With the talent we've seen from the Dominican Republic, Vladdy, Big Papi, Pedro, the list goes on and on.
To third. That gets
Wow,
by
right,
him.
right by him. It's a little more than he was anticipating on it. I thought, as I came off the bat, I thought, well,
Over on this pitch
that's out number two, but tried to pick it a little bit too quick and let that ball slide under the glove. Early on the slider at 90. That's not great, but
And now Julio Rodriguez. That one's in there, 0-1. Mateo over at first with one away. Pitch out, but no action. Right-hander kicks, deals, and that skips in the
With
dirt.
the pitch out there.
Amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt. A good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory.
Hauls it in for the out.
That curveball is giving me a lot of
J.P.
trouble.
Crawford
It's all the way
gets a
down at
chance to hit.
78
He's
on
0
that
for
one.
1. That's in there. Crawford measures 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds, and he won a Gold
I
Glove.
think we
in the
just got to
shortened
try to get him out of the
2020
game as quickly
season.
as possible. We're not going to do it hit number wise. Should be able to do it pitch count wise.
In the air out towards right center.
I did not get enough of that at all.
And makes the
Gross.
grab.
Okay.
And that is that.
That's
One
not
left for
good.
Seattle, and we are still scoreless. Back here at the ballpark, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Will Myers. There's a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Foul ball there. Here's the 0-2. Cuts on it and
That's
misses.
a beautiful
That's a
location on that
He
12-6
swung
curve.
over the top of the
Absolutely dotted.
curveball.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Juan Soto now 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to third his first time up. Ball one low.
Not a great-
Chris Soto was a runner-up for the National League Rookie of the Year in 2018 to Ronald Acuna Jr. and then a runner-up for the MVP in 2021 to Bryce Harper. Is this a guy you think could win an MVP somewhere down the line?
No, I expect him to, and not just one. I think more than one MVP, considering how young he was when he got to the big leagues, just 19.
Got him. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Gilbert pitching well so far. We're
And
getting
now
a little
it's
lucky
Manny
with some of our
Machado.
locations.
Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Tosses
What type of
across
what
the
now and
first.
what type of who?
Third out. Padres
sorry?
down in order, and we're still knotted at 0.
Okay.
Welcome back, and here's the first baseman, Ty France.
The first baseman, Ty France.
And the right-hander back to work. And that's a strike.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
The next offering misses. 1-1. And there's a ball.
Okay. Good patience here. A little lucky that four-seam fastball was just low of the zone.
Next offering clips the zone count even at 2.
Switch to the contact swing here.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left
A
center
little bloop
field.
shot.
And
Okay,
fall for
that'll
a base
drop.
hit. So a runner aboard to start the
We've not
inning.
been making good contact,
Well,
but
he
we've been
wasn't
making
afraid to hit
enough
with 2 strikes.
contact to
I
get
think
some
he
guys
choked up a
on.
little
Let's see if we
bit,
can
maybe
do
spread
something
out,
with
but
it.
He got the job done right there.
Hernandez.
Teoscar
And
took
now
a walk
Teoscar
last time.
Hernandez. He reached on a walk his first time. Next pitch is popped up.
Terrible. Terrible.
Brings it
God
in.
damn
And
it.
there's one away.
That
Just
was a
so
good,
late on
hard
it.
fastball with some
That's-
nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep,
Really
it's a
frustrating.
pop up and an easy out for the defense.
That one misses.
Just
2-0.
outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Here comes a pitch. That one finds
That's fine.
the
Quick
zone,
change
and
in
it
that
counts 1-1.
In today's game, not
high
that many
inside corner. I think he threw a
fastball counts, but
curveball to
hitters
Colton
still
Wong
back
in that
their
spot.
minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call
Last
right
at bat
there.
as well.
Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing, and that ball smashed down a line. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Wasting no time.
22nd double of the season
2
for
2
Colton
now
Wong.
on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already.
Got into that nasty little corner over there. It just kept pulling and pulling and pulling. I thought it might go foul. That was the best piece of contact we've had, pretty unquestionably.
So far. Way inside, gets out of the way. France
Did miss a
at third.
3-run home run with
Over at
Suarez
second
last
with
time
1
he
down.
was up.
Breaking ball inside, and it's 2-0. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
And a pitch. Just missed.
Inside.
Cal Raleigh up next for the
Oh,
Mariners.
this is not where I want to be.
1 down.
I'd
Runners
almost
at
rather have a
second and third.
strikeout, weirdly. I just hit into so many double plays.
Swings and misses.
That's a
and we're
walk.
filled
That's
up.
a walk.
Generally,
It threw away a
second, third
walk.
time
It's the
through the
curveball. I
lineup,
need
will
to
be
just
able
get rid of it.
lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
That one out to right. Myers makes the grab. Runners tagging from second and third.
Got him.
Run
Okay.
scores on the
All right, I'll take a sac fly
On
there.
the
I'll
board
take a sac
first,
fly.
it's 1-0.
Should be bases
Well,
loaded with 1 out, but I'll take the ribby. No big
just
deal.
missed it right there, but a good job driving that run from third.
Here's the catcher.
Yeah,
Cal
late on
Raleigh.
four seam.
Light out his first time. And the pitch is in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
God damn it, that curveball. That curveball.
Got him. Good
Throws me with
job
the
of
fastball
damage
right
control
over the heart of the
there.
plate. Ugh.
Back in Seattle, new inning getting started. So digging in now.
Not happy with that result, but I'll take the ribby. No big deal. Colton Wong coming through in a good moment as well. Nice, solid double into right field.
That's through there for a strike. Next pitch is popped up. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Suarez playing real nice third base defense today. A lot of balls going his way.
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up to this point.
12-6 curve just dropped.
That one inside, and it's
Thought a
2-1.
little bit too much about that
He's
one.
so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
That sinker wasn't really where I wanted it either. Damn.
2-2 now. Got it by him for the K.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
And now here is Adam Engel. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
That I'm very thankful for that call right there. Otherwise, it's a 2-0 count, and I'm not feeling great.
Keep the momentum going.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Shot back to the mound, and he gloves it. Gets it to first, and that is
It's a
that.
terrific athletic play by Logan Gilbert
Nothing
there
doing for
to
the Friars.
kind
They
of stab
still
his glove
trail
in the air
1-0.
and out number 3. We're going bottom 5, 1-0 lead for the Mariners.
And welcome back. We head to the bottom.
Now the
of
thing is,
fifth,
while I
and
do feel
stepping in
very
for the
confident
Mariners,
against
Taylor
San Diego and my
Trammell.
ability to beat them, we're not always like blowing the doors off of them. Sometimes we're just,
The wind
you
and the
know,
pitch.
1 or 2 run game, but still feeling confident in my ability to
There's a strike.
defeat this team,
Activity
to
in
be
the
able to
bullpen
keep this
for San
offense in
Diego.
check.
Steven Wilson, the young right-hander.
Haven't done a
up and
great
throwing.
job over the
Prismac
last couple of
getting
innings to
loose
try
as
and get
well.
this guy out. As he hits pitch number 70. That energy is getting low.
That's in there. No balls,
two,
2 strikes.
Great.
On the ground, right
Trammell,
side.
or Trammell.
Gathers
Yes, it's Taylor Trammell
and
at
throws
the
to first.
early on that
One up, one
curveball.
down. Back to the top of the lineup, Jorge Mateo now. Hit softly on the ground to
Slider
third.
early on that. Okay.
Odor throw to first. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along.
Man.
2 quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Julio Rodriguez getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And that's in there at
Fuck.
the knees.
This
His-
batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he
God
gets
damn
hit
it.
by a
I
pitch,
mean-
if he walks, maybe even singles,
Ugh.
but you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
Not
There
even
we go.
close there. And it's 1 and 2.
With the energy level low, you'd expect him to be a little bit more wily with it, but he's been putting them in good locations.
In the dirt.
It's a curveball. It was a
Nola fires over
curveball.
to first. Gets him easily. Ends the inning.
Man, that is
Gilbert back to work. And that's outside.
How on earth is that not a strike?
And that's in for a strike.
It really looks
Like the
these hitters
perfect
have been
pitch.
in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
France takes it himself. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, third baseman, Rougned Odor.
Rougned Odor comes up to the plate now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
First offering, and it just misses.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands, and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Next offering is in for a strike. Now a slow roller to second. Wong to first.
I thought I actually
Two up,
pulled
two down.
pulled
Two of the
Wong
most
a step
potent
too far to his
offenses
right.
in the game,
I thought I
scoring
goofed
off.
that up, but the game was nice and let me get that
He's been
out.
going after these guys
Probably, I was thinking I should have
consistently,
probably
and as a
gone
result,
circle change in
been able
that
to keep his pitch
location
count
there.
low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
And
That
that's a
is
base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the
Really
inning alive.
bad slider. Really bad slider.
Will Myers, the next up for the Padres. Here's the strike. Myers, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Out to short, Crawford. Whips it to first. And that'll
That's
do
also
it.
a pretty
So
bad
one hit
slider.
is all they get. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Mariners 1 and the Padres nothing. New pitcher now, Steven Wilson.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Number 36, Steven Wilson.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And here is J.P. Crawford.
J.P. Crawford.
All right, new guy, Steven Wilson in here. 98-mile-an-hour fastball, 85 on a slider, 87 on a circle change.
And that one just misses.
Fastball low in the zone here, but I'd like to see if maybe something a little more elevated.
Tim Hill getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. That misses.
That's a good take right there, especially when I'm so susceptible to those high strikes anyway, and then I'm kind of cheating that way, looking for it up there.
And you see the results.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. To the right side, and that chance handled. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Good timing, just too far
And now
inside.
the first baseman, Ty France, 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ty France, a pretty cool story. A 34th round pick in 2015 out of San Diego State. And in 2022, he was an all-star. And it's even up.
That was a circle change over the heart of the plate.
And misses inside.
Oh, Sean. Way too early. Oh, that sucked.
One down, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I'm thinking way too much about the 98-mile-an-hour fastball.
And the right-hander deals. See the
There it
velocity.
is.
97 with that fastball. The
Got
pitch
me.
out there.
Fuck.
That's out number 2.
Thought it was a circle change. Thought it was going to be off speed.
And I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Hernandez
Oh,
stays
this is
in
so
here.
irritating.
Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
All this off-speed stuff early, and then I get slowed down. There's a
Next
fucking...
offering is fouled back.
Ah!
0-2 now. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons.
Man, we have had some brutal endings to these innings lately.
Now the left fielder,
Don't even want to watch it. Just annoying that I went out. The way he was mixing those pitches was super frustrating.
I'm impressed with that challenge pitch
So
right there. Even with
frustrating.
this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Next offering
Why
misses.
would I be?
And 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging
with
for the
that circle
strikeout.
change. Let's
Pulled
go.
the string on the changeup.
Hit you with a little
A
Soto
big
shuffle.
First out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here's Machado. First pitch, and he just misses.
Slider is his second best pitch, and I just cannot get it going where I needed to.
He was late there, strike one.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
That misses.
That's a
and
strike.
It's 2-1.
His zone hasn't been great today, so it's benefited me a lot from the offensive side. It's a frustrating.
The tying run at the plate. On the ground to first. He handles
Frustrating
it
no
himself,
call. Of course, it
and
was only
2
strike
away
2,
to
so it's
start
not
the
that
7th.
big of a deal.
Designated hitter, Matt Carpenter.
Now the DH for the Padres, Matt Carpenter. Ball 1, no strikes.
Man, just sailed outside on me.
That one missed. The wind to kick the 2-0. Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here.
Wow.
He's been throwing
This
strikes
is-
all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1. Slapped foul.
I'll take that. I'll take that piece of contact early on it. So, I mean, looking for the swing and miss.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And a payoff pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 3-2 on the way. Fouled off at the plate. They'll
Bailed
do it
me
again.
out there.
9th pitch of the at-bat due next.
Well, he's desperately looking
don't
for that
really
swing
wanna
and miss.
throw
He's
the
gonna have to
12-6
just
curve.
change speeds a little bit, try to move it
Because
around.
it is really
create
like,
just
it's
a
really
little bit of
diving
illusion
on
at
me.
the end.
Which should be a positive, but I don't really want to walk Carpenter.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first. Out number 3.
Okay. So Gilbert 7
3 up, 3 down
scoreless so
for San
far.
Diego. They're down.
We are in a
1-0.
position where we can bring in a Castillo-Munoz combo to close this bad boy out, if we really wanted to.
Tim Hill gets handed the rock out of the pen. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for San Diego, number 25, Tim Hill.
Well, 1-run game. And the batter now, Colton Wong.
Sinker at 92, four-seam at 94, slider 85, cutter at 91.
And the pitch. And
Ah,
first
bad
off,
swing
ring
there.
is
Gotta let that
fouled
one just
off.
go. They really like this high inside corner for Colton Wong. Third or fourth pitch
Left-hand
we've seen
batter
in that
waits.
location.
Bounced up the middle. Handled by Machado. Now the throw to first on the run. Barely got it for the out. Close play.
We're gonna
Seemingly
take a
it was
look at
tough
that.
to tell
I-
the
it
live
was
action
close.
if the ball actually beat him, and it looks like they want some time to review it.
Yeah, we'll get another look up here too, and you know they called him out on the field, but it just might be worth the challenge, and they'll have to see.
It's
clear
about half a
evidence.
step.
Eugenio Suarez, the next to hit.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Oh, Sean. Oh.
Slings to first, and a couple of quick outs. And now
Two
the switch
pitches,
hitting
2
catcher,
outs.
Cal Raleigh.
3 pitches, 2 outs. Come on.
Pitch
There we
misses
go.
there.
Just let it go a little
1-0.
bit. I'd imagine that they're kind of just in pitcher per inning mode. So I don't think the pitch
And now
count's
the
that big
lefty.
of a factor.
And that one missing low.
And I can't be that aggressive in those scenarios.
On the ground, right side. It's in and out of his glove, but in time. Nice job to stay with it to end the inning. Nobody left for
Ooh,
Seattle,
boy.
but they hold a 1-0 lead. Diego Castillo taking over on the mound.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Oop. Oh, you know what? I meant to hit B that, but this was accidental. I kind of forgot who I was pitching with for a second. Castillo has the sinker on his B, and then Y is that four-seam fastball. For some reason, I was kind of like thinking like, okay, Munoz, blah, blah, blah.
Back here at the ballpark, we're at the top of the 8th.
Where his B is the fastball and his Y is the two-seam fastball.
Bounced out to short, Crawford. He is safe, and that was bang, bang at first. Singy, that was a close play, and it looks like they're considering challenging the safe call.
Really close, Boog, and tough to tell in real time. We weren't sure, so you really can't blame him for wanting to take another look.
He should be out.
So
I think he's out by just a hair. I don't think it's much.
Umpires in New York to make the call.
So we'll see. We'll see what we get here.
The Mariners.
I'd say it's. I mean, it's.
More look. They called him safe, and I'm not sure that there's anything here to overturn the call. What about you, Singy?
I don't think so, Boog. I mean, we need something obvious to overturn it, and I just don't see it.
So they've made a decision, and the runner is safe. The original. And now it's going to be Adam Engel. Gets the bunt down the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Oh, I hate the way they run the sacrifice bunt. I thought about going to second.
Austin Nola, the next up for the Padres.
I keep wanting to throw a fastball.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Home plate
Settle
umpires
down.
trying to tighten things up a little bit.
They tried to get him to chase.
Overpitched there. That was not a good.
That misses the zone. 3 balls, no strikes.
A walk isn't.
Really
A walk isn't the worst thing in the world here. I know that sounds like kind of a silly thing, but it would force a double play.
And that's ball 4.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah,
of course they're going to switch out for Xander Bogaerts.
Now Bob Melvin going with a pinch hitter. Xander Bogaerts.
That's a
Runners
terrible
at first
slider.
and second for him with 1 down.
That is a terrible slider.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Next pitch downstairs, and that is ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
So the tying run at second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Come
Next
on.
offering is fouled back.
Come on.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Fires to second for 1.
Let's
Double
go,
play.
Castillo.
He can't
You
seem to
beautiful
break
man.
through.
I love
In
you.
and over.
Let's
So no
go.
runs here on a base hit,
Fuck,
no
that
errors,
was
and
stressful.
1 left. Home half of
Woo.
inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Mariners.
Hi,
1,
France with a
and the
beautiful start to
Padres
that.
nothing.
And really the key is the previous play. So we challenged that out that ended up being safe. Fine. It was tight. The second one on that sacrifice bunt, that is huge because Castillo is coming from the mound to cover that, and it was just out. And then I wouldn't have had an opportunity to look at it because I wouldn't have had a challenge. So that second, or I guess the first out in that inning was huge.
And a good eye there.
This is kind of the game I expected from this team. I thought maybe I'd perform a little bit better offensively, but then I saw that pitcher's pitch selection with curveball. I was like, this is going to be some trouble, and it was. All right, we're looking at a circle change from Chris Nabil. From Chris Smith, 85 mile an hour circle change, 93 on a 4-seam, 76 on a curveball, sinker at 92. So we'll want to probably cheat a little bit lower in the zone.
Swings through that.
And then there's
one
a circle
out
change at
front that
84.
time.
Disgusting. Way too early.
And that's outside.
Good news is that one was at least in the strike zone. Though he has been kind of calling balls in that spot, so.
Fly ball down the line.
Is that a little drop shot?
Diving. It gets down. Could be extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. The throw is wild and it gets away. They'll make it up to third, and I'm sure that'll be an error of the outfielder.
Was their
Really nice patience in that
first triple of the day.
Into a good count. To me, it's just a really
I'm gonna take a look at that
balanced
replay really
swing. He
quick.
wasn't trying to do
It's
too
a
much
nice,
with it.
it's
Just
a
stay
nice
disciplined,
diving
got
effort,
the
but it's
barrel
just
to
a
the ball,
bad
and put it
path
in
to the
play.
ball. I think you just gotta let that go. Like, let it. It's probably just gonna be a single. I mean, you're gonna dive for a highlight out that's gonna turn into a triple. Now, oh, I can't take a look at it.
Up next
Dang
for
it.
the Mariners.
What I wanted to
3.
do to look at that was I wanted to see if there was. I think there was a pitcher down there. It wouldn't have been an inside the park home run, but with the way that the
Yeah, he swings and misses.
slow down,
and
settle
it's
down,
nothing in
settle down,
one.
settle down. Finish your thought here. With the way that the throw was missed, and it kind of got away from him, and the catcher came up, the pitcher's got to be backing him up, so it's good to not try and advance.
Swing and a miss.
Okay,
Ugly
we
swing
are
right there.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
The throw to first.
That was
One
a
gone
very
to the
bad,
bottom
they're
of the
very, very, very poor at bat right there.
Julio Rodriguez.
So let's just move right
up
past
next
him.
for the Mariners. Knocks it down.
Boog, he doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
Now it's going to be J.P. Crawford. In the air out to center. Engel makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Just ahead
Got
of the
home.
throw. He scores.
Got home. Now
It's
here's the
2-0.
issue. Here's
Well,
the
these guys
issue.
understand
I don't
how
have
important
Munoz
each
warming up in the
run is, especially
bullpen.
as you get
Oh,
closer
I
to
don't
the
have
end of the
Munoz
ballgame.
up
Nice job
there.
right there to get that runner in from third.
And that is what I am looking for.
Number 23. John Frank.
And add a little insurance.
France, the next to hit, takes
a
ball
bad
1.
swing. It's a
Bullpen
bad-
action for the Padres.
Attempted swing.
Luis Garcia getting loose out there. That misses. And now 2-0. Rodriguez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pickoff throw. Rodriguez back in standing.
Not going to steal with 2 outs because I don't want that to be the end of the 8th inning.
The pitch. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Ooh. Oh, I thought it was going to be a 3-0 count. That's a good take regardless.
Line drive, base hit. Throw stops
Good
the
piece
lead
of
runner
hitting
at
from
second.
Ty France to
2
the doubles
on
machine.
and
I was
2
hoping
out.
to split the
I'm
gap
sure he feels really good
and
about
try to
that
get
one. Fastball pretty much middle,
Rodriguez all the way
and that's what you
around.
fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter, so no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And now for Seattle, Teoscar Hernandez. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And that one upstairs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next one misses. 3-0. Colton Wong on deck for the M's. In for a strike. Now 3-1.
Should probably be a good time to throw a circle change.
That clips the corner.
Oh, that spot of the. Switch to a contact swing.
Out towards left center. Soto gets under it. He's got
That's
it.
a couple
and
of really
that'll
rough
end the
strike
inning.
calls. Gosh darn it.
1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Through 8 full.
All right.
It's the Mariners 2 and the Padres nothing.
It's a good take on the first pitch. Like, just let it
Back at
go.
T-Mobile Park,
I'm sure it's
here's
a
the
fine take on the second pitch. It's just.
Diego. The
It's just a
second
little frustrating, but he
baseman,
had been
Ha-Sung
calling it
Kim.
a
So they
strike
turn things
consistently.
over to the righty,
You just kind of
Andres
look at it and you go like,
Munoz.
okay, maybe this is the
Well,
one.
He's got electric stuff coming
It-
out of the
it
pen.
wasn't.
His strikeout
Number
rate, though, is
75.
through the roof so far this season.
Munoz, a 6'2 righty, 220 pounds, and he's a native of Mexico.
The slider is not my favorite pitch to throw of his anyway, and that's 3 balls. I don't love it.
The pitch.
Players from Mexico City to Baja California have been in the league going back to the 30s. Mexico has been represented every decade for nearly 100 years now and has a strong history in MLB.
Close, but called a ball.
Man,
Now 2 balls and a
what?
strike. And a swing and a miss.
Lucked out there with a bad swing on a pretty bad pitch. Come on, man. I did not want to throw the 2.
Here's a 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Take a deep breath here.
2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Oh, boy.
The first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the guys
101 miles an hour.
You know, you're going to wrap this thing
Right down the
Miles
middle.
in the box
Hold that
here.
one
Lets
well
that one go
left
for a
there.
ball.
Ourselves a little bit of breathing room.
Pitch is in there, and that's strike 1.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run.
In the air, right field. And that's a fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often, but right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base, and that's where no one could get to it.
Soto in the box now, takes strike 1. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And that one wrapped foul. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Got him looking, that's a strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Manny Machado up to the plate.
That one was
known for his late inning heroics. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. Rip to third.
Mariners win 2-0 here. That's a good game right there. I'm really thankful for that insurance run. Otherwise, it starts to get really tight up there. Having just that extra little bit of breathing room really helps going into that. And like, hey, it's a double. Whatever. If they knock him home, it's no big deal. The worst part for me was that I had to face Soto and Machado. And then even if they get to Carpenter, that's a lethal 3-4-5, 2-3-4, whatever it was. That's a really big, powerful set of baseball players right there.
Talk to you soon.
It was a close game. Came down to a couple of key moments. I go back to that 8th inning. That was huge. Being able to turn that into a double play was a really, really big deal. Trammell with a nice score on a sacrifice fly. I believe both runs scored on sacrifice flies, which is not usually the way I score runs, but a good way to do it. Logan Gilbert gets his 13th victory of the season. Seth Lugo, his 5th loss of the season. Andres Munoz, 41st save of the season. That Logan Gilbert there. Not only a winner, but a player of the game. 7 innings pitched with 2 hits. He struck out, 8 walked, nobody, and didn't give up any earned runs. Seth Lugo actually pitched very well. 4 hits in 5 innings, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 earned. And like I said, Munoz with that very nice save. Will Myers and Austin Nola had 2 of the 4 hits. Colton Wong had 2 of our 7. Trammell 1 for 3 with a triple that probably shouldn't have been a triple. And that's like you kind of see me play very cautiously in the outfield. You see those like the red like pulsing spots on the ground. I don't go for a lot of those for that very reason. I mean, that put them in a 2-run spot rather than a 1-run spot. If he just takes a better path to the ball, it's going to be a single. Instead, it's a triple. We're able to knock him home with a sacrifice fly. Ty France was 2 for 4 with a run. And Mateo was 1 for 4. So kind of, the game I kind of expected. I thought that we would perform well or be able to pull off a victory against this San Diego team. I felt very confident in that. But it's not always easy. It's not always, a monster mashing 45-10, kind of game. I got into a football score there for whatever reason. 2-1 and 6-0. Those were the scores of the games this season in San Diego. Tight win. Gonzalez getting the victory. Castillo picking up a win in a little more lopsided a game. But that's just because I feel confident doesn't mean that we're necessarily blowing the doors off everybody. We'll see what we can do here against Joe Musgrove. 3.14 ERA, nice pie, with an 8-7 record. Robbie Ray is 17-2, a 1.31 ERA. We're feeling pretty good going into game number 2 with a short 2-game set against the San Diego Padres. That'll be tomorrow night right here on youtube.com/Shawnosaurus So be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell, and you'll be notified at 6 p.m. Pacific time when that video goes live. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Good game today, a tight game today. Came down to a couple close plays. That 8th inning was huge. Castillo, able to get to the bag to get the out and then turn it into a double play. Whew, huge crisis averted. And we take advantage of a mistake in the outfield. So there you go. Good sports. Go Mariners. We'll see you tomorrow.